Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a very long while. I got occupied with some other things. I'm so sorry that I've not been posting legal tips for some time, for some months now. I'm so sorry about that to our subscribers. I'm so sorry. However, it's nice to be here. It feels good to be here once again. Welcome to another interesting episode of Legal Tips by Leah Grace. Welcome to 2023. Happy New Year. I wish you the best of the year 2023. Okay, so welcome to another interesting episode of Legal Tips by Leah Grace. Please watch, subscribe, and share our video. You can watch, subscribe, and share our videos. Yes, please. And okay, so what will I be talking about today? Today, it's another legal tips, as you know, but today I'll be talking majorly about I'll be talking about alternative dispute resolution. One of the erroneous notion or one of the wrong notion that a lot of people has is that every matter must end in court. No, all matters must not end in courts. Not all matters has to end in court. There are some matters that can be settled out of courts. There are some matters that can be negotiated and sorted out of court. So I want to majorly talk about alternative dispute resolution. Alternative dispute resolution is just a way of looking at, okay, court is the conventional way, going to court is the most conventional way of settling disputes, either family disputes, either business disputes, either business disputes, criminal disputes, or any other issue. However, we can also check alternatively the other ways of settling disputes. And alternative dispute resolution is majorly about we are not going to courts. We need to seek for another legal means, another legal way to settle these disputes out of court. That is the purpose of alternative dispute resolution. So its purpose is just to help maintain relationship between people. Alternative dispute resolution is majorly used, but it is often used for commercial disputes. What do I mean by commercial disputes? Business disputes. As a business person, as a multinational company, as an upcoming business owner, you don't want to put yourself through the stress. You don't want of going to court, one. Two, and you would want to maintain relationship even though you have a disagreement with your either your investor, your client, the people that owe you money or something. That doesn't mean, or your business partners, that doesn't mean that you can't still do business together. There are means, there are alternative ways in which you can settle the disputes. And generally, um one of the alternative ways in which you can settle the disputes is by arbitration. I'll talk about majorly about arbitration today. What is arbitration? Arbitration simply means that, okay, we in when you are venturing into your contract, that is why your contract agreement should be drafted by people that are very knowledgeable on how to include all the necessary clauses. I'm sure I've made a video about this. How to include necessary clauses in your contract. You don't just go to a computer center to just start drafting a contract. No, it doesn't work that way. You need people that understand how this system works. You need people that will know the necessary include in your contract drafting. So one of the ways in which you can settle disputes is what is by arbitration. Arbitration simply means that in your it means that you settle your dispute outside the courts with an award which is enforceable. Award means judgment. Arbitration, outcome of arbitration is always called award, and which means judgment. And that means that your dispute has been settled outside of court, both parties are happy, and you are ready to be bound by the outcome, which is the award of the arbitration. You need to note this: arbitral awards are not automatic, and arbitration are not always automatic. Most of the time in business relationship, you can include arbitration clause when you are drafting your business agreement, you can include it that okay, in the event of any issue, in the event of any challenge, in the event of any disagreement, any interpretation in this business deal, then we would settle, we would make recourse to be made to alternative dispute resolution and arbitration in particular. In that clause also, your mode of appointments of arbitrators would also be stated. There are arbitral institutions, there are arbitration institutions where their main job in that institution is to settle disputes, and there are also professional arbitrators. Like me now, I am a certified member of Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators of Nigeria, so I can act as a mediator. Mediation is also another mode of settling disputes. I can represent clients in arbitration, and the clients can also decide to go themselves to arbitration. I can act as a conciliator, I can act as an mediator in any disputes between parties, because yes, in Nigeria, because I have been certified, I'm a certified member of that institute. So the purpose of arbitration, just like I was saying, is to settle your disputes out of courts. Okay, so somebody is asking that, okay, so I'm not in business, I earn salary, and I have issues with my tenants. Is Can't I settle it in arbitration also? Yes, you can also settle it out of courts. In Lagos State, there is something we call multi-door courthouse. You can just walk to any court, ask of the multi-door courthouse. It's in Ikeja. I'm very sure of Ikeja's own. Is also in other places. In Ogun State, is also in Abeokuta, is in Shagam, and in other places also. So you can just walk to court and say that okay, I need a multi-door courthouse. I want to settle my dispute. I have a dispute with my wife, I have a dispute with my husband, I have a dispute with my tenants, and I want us to settle the dispute out of courts. So the court would refer courthouse where you can obtain your form, you can fill the necessary form, pay the fee, the needed fee, and you pick a date, and the other party will be served, and you come and you talk about it. Arbitration is talking about it. Settlement out of court is talking about it. So for arbitration, after you have chosen, you have appointed your arbitrator, and you decide on the rules that will guide you, so then you go into it. One of the benefits of arbitration is that it is done timely. Like now, courts takes time. When you go to court, it takes time. So however, arbitration is always fast. You pick convenient date for the both of you. It's always fast, it's always easy, and it does not go through the normal court procedure that you have to, where your lawyers have to represent you. No, you can decide to represent yourself. However, it is also good that you were represented by a professional that understand the rudiment of how things work. But you can also decide to represent yourself. There is no formality, no the formal rigorous court process. No, things like that are not involved in arbitration. That is one of the benefits of arbitration. Then another thing that is also involved in arbitration is that the cost of arbitration is very, very affordable. It's not that it's that cheap, but it's more affordable than um courts. So the cost of arbitration, and that will save business persons, business individuals, new businesses, and things like that. That will save you a lot of money. Monies that you're supposed to invest in, your business. You won't waste your time using it for dispute and things like that. Then another very important benefit of arbitration is that enforceable between the parties. It can be enforced between the parties. Then lastly, arbitration, I'll be stopping here though. Arbitration is also helps to also build your business relationship. After there are some part of the world that say that okay, you don't come back from the court and become friends. No, after your arbitration, it is something you both agree to submit to. There's a consent for arbitration. So after your arbitration, you both decide to come to sit together and continue your business. You can continue your business even after arbitration. And the beauty about arbitration is that it can even be used for international business transactions. This is not limited to okay only local business or only national business or only small business. It can be used for in the interborder transactions. It can be used by multinational companies to settle disputes. There are institutions, there are laws. We have the UNCITRAL law, we have the New York Convention, we have the Arbitration Act in Nigeria and some other places that enforce and also helps in enforcement of arbitral award. This must also be noted in arbitration. In arbitration, you can decide to enforce even outside your country if it is an international transaction, if it is an international business relationship. Then in court, if the court sits in Nigeria, the jurisdiction of that court is limited to Nigeria, or if the court sits in US, the jurisdiction is limited to US or Canada. But in arbitration, if there is a multinational, or if the countries that the both parties decide to come from, if they are signatory to the New York Convention, then they can enforce in any of the countries. Enforcement can be done. So there is no arbitration helps you to do business internationally. There is no limitation to your business. Okay, so I guess I'll be stopping here for today. I would continue with, or there are a lot of methods you can settle disputes. There are a lot of other methods you can settle disputes. So I'll continue with alternative dispute resolution some other time, and which is very soon. I promise to stay consistent for some time now. Then please remember to share this video, remember to like, remember to subscribe and click on the notifications button so that you get notified when I drop other videos. Thank you for watching. As always, I am Lawyer Grace. Bye.